this historic project, which is to essentially restore an iconic concrete channel, and I'm sure Councilman Grasso will be able to recite some of his youthful endeavors through this channel. But we're going to be eliminating it. We're going to be removing it. And as an icon in the heart of Glen Burnie, we weren't sure how that was going to be taken. But I think with everyone's understanding of stormwater erosion, and what we've been facing, I think this is being embraced by all. So it is a very exciting day, and this is the type of project where we're doing urban channel restoration in a suburban county that I think is going to be the first of many to come. So we're excited about it. Long time coming. And a couple of individuals I'd like to recognize before we get too far into it. Project manager James Woods, he works for the Watershed Restoration and Protection Program. James has been with the county on this project for at least 3 years, getting it to where it is today, and through a lot of hard work getting through the permitting process. The designer of RK&K, we have Rick Maddox from the design firm, and I would just appreciate your persistence in getting a project like this through the design and the permitting process, because it is very unique to Anne Arundel County. The contractor, EQR, and we have Liam O'Meara, and they've are becoming a bigger part of our overall effort to restore our Anne Arundel County's deteriorating waterways and storm drain infrastructure, and they've been a big part of our success. And I look forward to seeing that continue. And then finally, the inspection firm, Prime AE in Bayland, will be overseeing this project. And certainly any problems that we encounter as we move forward, they'll be the ones to help intervene to correct. So with that, I don't want to go on too long, and I want to basically hand it over to County Executive Steve Shue.
Good morning. What a beautiful day for a demolition, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's gorgeous, hot. Pleased to be here with so many of our county leaders. Councilman John Grasso, thank you for being here, Councilman, for your representation of this community. Our Director of DPW, Chris Phipps, who just spoke a moment ago. What a great job Chris is doing in this department. We really appreciate all your efforts, as well as those of Eric Michelson and Rob Fish and other members of the DPW team. And I want to reiterate Chris's acknowledgments of our great private sector partners, the designers and engineers who have made today possible. Nearly 4 years ago, our administration made a commitment to secure a bright future for our waterways and our most precious resource, the Chesapeake Bay. Anne Arundel County, as everyone knows, is the guardian of the bay. We are the water people, and we take that responsibility very seriously. It's crucial that we continue to focus on stormwater management and its effects on our incredible waterways. In recognition of that fact, we launched the largest waterway cleanup effort in Anne Arundel County history. In just the last 3 years, we've initiated over 170 separate waterway cleanup projects and completed over 100 projects at a total cost of $84 million. These investments have bolstered our existing stormwater infrastructure, resulting in the repair or replacement of more than 450 storm drains and culverts, a tenfold increase over our implementation rate as compared to prior funding levels. So a big step up. Our 2019 budget calls for continuing historic investments in waterway cleanup, aggregating nearly $190 million in more than 130 different projects in every nook and cranny of the county over the next 6 years. Which brings us to today. What sits behind me is a relic of the past, an example of Paleolithic era concepts of stormwater management. I was just chatting with one of the designers who said, this cement valley over here, this cement gorge, works perfectly. It does exactly what they intended it to do, and it does. It removes water from these nearby communities, but that's all it does. This was built decades ago with that one purpose in mind, to channel water away from the homes and businesses here in this part of Glen Burnie. what was in that water, and what it would do to our more than 533 miles of shoreline was not considered, wasn't part of the thought process. This cement channel has been mainlining pollution directly into the bay without treatment for decades. And I also learned on the way over here from Officer Coward that this channel has also been serving as a point of conveyance for criminals in this area for decades. He's chased many a criminal down this channel as they sought to escape the long arm of the law. Hopefully one of them wasn't Councilman Grasso. If it was, he apparently escaped. This $5.3 million project will change that. We'll convert a nearly 20-foot wide cement channel that's been carrying stormwater downstream since 1963 into a nearly 5-acre broad wetland stream complex. These improvements will help protect the Patapsco watershed, one of the most challenged in the entire Chesapeake Bay watershed. I can't wait to see the natural stream valley that will replace this concrete nightmare. While progress is often slow, I do believe we've turned a corner in restoring our waterways. As I've shared on other occasions, according to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, the health of the bay, with its rating now of 34, has not been this high, this good, since the mid-1940s. And it's because of all of the work that's been going on now for many years at the federal, state, and especially the local level.
1, 2, 3.